Now, with the non-stop coverage of the recent Stockton mass shootings, you have probably seen a lot more of what happened come out. In the last episode, I gave you a breakdown of some of the gang politics of the attendees of the party, and why the party would be targeted the way it was. But in this episode, I will give you a little catch-up if you haven't seen it, and an update of the situation. Now, the Fly Boys and MB, also known as the Muddy Boys or Mud Brothers, are two Stockton gangs that are clicked up. The party that caused this whole incident was held for Nano, an MB member who held a birthday party for his daughter, which was held at a hall in Stockton on November 29th. Nano himself is a rapper tied to well-known Flyboy and MB members, like MB Nail, Boy Boy, Vans, and Dougie among others. And this shooting was definitely a targeted hit to kill members and gang members who all attended the party, which 100 to 150 people were said to have attended. Initial reports were rumors that MB Nail and Dougie possibly died, which were false. Then rumors of them being shot would come out, in which neither have been confirmed. The hella gunfire that occurred around 6 p.m. on November 29th left over a dozen shot and 4 deceased. And unfortunately, like we all have probably seen, that 3 of the victims were children, ranging from ages 8 to 14.
Aspect of why this is so shocking to many of the people that were here today, and praying for also the people that are in the hospital, and praying for the families of these children, of course.
Journey Rose was an 8-year-old girl from Stockton, and she was unfortunately one of the victims.
Identified the 8-year-old as Journey Rose Riotutar Guerrero. She's described as kind and playful. Journey Rose was in the 3rd grade and loved to tell her family about what she learned every day.
Maya was also an 8-year-old girl who lost her life due to this unfortunate event.
I wanted to come by and leave a little bear, just to remember those children.
Michael Emerson stopped by a growing memorial for the 4 people who were shot and killed during a kid's birthday party in Stockton. 3 of the 4 who died were children.
It's really kind of sad that the people would actually come here knowing there were children there. It was a 2-year-old child's birthday party.
8-year-old Maya Lupian has been identified as the youngest victim who was killed on Saturday evening. Maya loved to dance, sing, and draw. She also had a purple belt in karate. In a verified GoFundMe, Maya's sister wrote she deserved a childhood full of laughter, school days, karate, family time, and dreams. Not this. Maya was in the 3rd grade at Aspire Apex Academy in Stockton, where mental health therapists are providing assistance at the elementary school.
Amari, who was a 14-year-old boy, was the oldest child to lose his life due to the shooting.
Building on Saturday to celebrate the birthday of a 2-year-old. They would have never imagined that just 48 hours later it would turn into a memorial for their own child. I want to warn you that the details the father shares about the final moments of his young son's life are simply gut-wrenching. Any father remembers the day their child is born.
He was just like the perfect gift from God.
But this father, Patrick Peterson, is now burdened to live with the day his son died.
All I could see is my son crawling on the ground and me trying to resuscitate him.
At just 14, Amari Peterson took his last breath.
He had 1 bullet hole right above his heart. And he came in, I turned my back and I looked at him, and then I just started seeing him shoot. Just sit down.
Patrick's daughter was grazed, and in the panic before he could even react,
everybody running off, and then my son is just sitting there, just crawling, trying to get up. So I got my baby. I had to hop back over the counter, and I'm trying to see what's going on with him. I'm trying to give him CPR and the bullet, and he just got blood coming out his face. And it's just something that a father should never have to go through.
What no one should ever endure is now on a painful replay.
The oldest person to lose his life due to this incident was Susano. He was 21 years old. He was confirmed killed after being shot in the neck while attending a celebration for his friend's daughter. His brother would state that he died in his arms. Many have stated his ties with the Norte set before his death. The Stockton shooting was the country's 17th mass killing this year, the lowest number recorded since 2006, according to a database maintained by the Associated Press and US Today.
14-year-old and a 21-year-old. All the family and friends who love and miss them greatly and have been sharing more about them in the days following the shooting. This is 8-year-old Maya Lupian. The Central Valley branch of Aspire Public Schools says she was a member of the Apex Academy in Stockton, and her family says she excelled in academics. She loved her extracurriculars, and in her free time she loved to dance, sing, and draw. This is 8-year-old Journey Rose Rio Tutar Guerrero. She was a third grader at Commodore Stockton Skills School in the Stockton Unified School District. Her mother is also a teacher within the district, but at a different school, and says her daughter was curious. She had a gentle soul and touched every heart that she came in contact with during her 8 years. And she loved art, crafting, baking, and gymnastics as well. This is 14-year-old Amari Peterson. This week, our Rowena Shaddix was able to sit down with several of his family members, including his mom and dad, some of his siblings, as well as coaches, each of them describing him as a star basketball and football player who, even just being in 8th grade, was already looking into options for college and was just really loved and admired by everybody that knew him, and that he was still so humble. His sister KK was also shot on Saturday night, but survived her injuries. And this is the oldest victim, still just 21 years old. Susano Archuleta, another victim loved by so many friends and family here in the Stockton community. And the total number of victims has climbed to 17 after the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office confirmed 2 more victims took themselves to the hospital on Monday for graze wounds.
Shortly after the shooting, Stockton police said they arrested 5 people on gun and gun-related charges after responding to a report of multiple armed people hours after the deadly mass shooting. At this time, they are not said to be connected to the shooting, police say. A little after 10:15 p.m. on that Saturday, November 29th, police said they were conducting proactive patrols in the Lewis Park area, which is the Lewis Park Bloods turf. Their arrival to the Flyboys and MB, police responded to a report that multiple people were armed along the 2800 block of Pixie Drive. When at the scene, police said they arrested 5 people whose ages range from 16 to 32 on charges related to conspiracy, weapons violation, and gang activity. Police said investigators are not able to confirm if they're connected to the shooting. Now, shortly after the shooting, both Dougie and Nano will be arrested for parole violations, which could be for something as simple as being around other gang members at the party. Dougie will later do an interview from behind bars.
Arrested for parole violations.
To be clear, they are not considered suspects in the mass shooting. KCRA3's Anahita Jafari sat down with one of those men, and we do want to warn you, some of these details are hard to hear.
25-year-old Billy Williams sits in the San Joaquin County Jail.
And they want to talk about my name. They want to talk about what happened. Tell them to talk about who carried the kids, not why they came. Because we don't know why they came, because I wouldn't do that to somebody.
Speaking out about what happened the night of the shooting and his arrest 2 days later.
My parole violation right now is based off me being around where a crime was committed.
He tells me he doesn't know why someone would shoot up a children's birthday party. Do you think you know who did this?
No. Hell no.
He says he was there for his niece's party and thought he heard balloons popping, but really they were gunshots.
I just started to run after all the kids that I seen the wall. And I started to carry them, and I noticed that when the police came that they didn't run to the kids, they were like still pointing the guns.
He says his back was turned, so he didn't know who was shooting at them.
I couldn't believe it because I turned around and I seen the little girl fall. When I seen the little girl fall, I was like, ah. Like this is like a movie. It's like the kids is dying, and they wouldn't listen.
Williams told Anahita that all he cares about now is getting out of jail so he can be with his family. He says he has seen the posts on social media, people claiming that he and Luciano Guerrero were the targets of the shooting.
The party was thrown by Nano and his baby mama Tracy. She is the sister of Dougie and also the baby mama of 3 members from the same gang, Nano being her 3rd baby daddy. Many will blame Nano and Tracy for the shooting, stating the shooting happened off their energy and what they put out, and also karma, with several gang members in attendance, putting many innocent people at risk. Nano was known for disrespecting ops in his music. Tracy, she's highly affiliated with the gang and has ties through her baby daddies and her brother, and also family, and even having Choke Biddy tattooed on her neck for her deceased baby daddy.
To all the mothers and children out there, if I could do anything to prevent this, I would. I threw a birthday party for my little daughter. She actually turned 2, and I just wanted all my family to come together and be together as it would be like an incident happened. has me getting ready to start my baby, to start cutting her cake and stuff. Everybody's getting ready to gather around and just start cutting the cake, and all we heard was gunshots, and everybody just fell to the ground. It was just unexpected. I don't know what happened. I'm just so shocked and lost, and I'm lost of words. I'm speechless, and I just want to say I'm sorry to all the mothers out there that lost their kids at my birthday party. It's my daughter's niece. Both his nieces passed away. I'm sorry. My sister actually got shot. My cousin got shot. My son's friend got shot. My 3 of my friends got shot. My friend's baby dad got shot and got killed.
But with all the madness, the shooters still haven't been caught or identified. The FBI offered $50K for any leads, along with $25K from the city of Stockton. With the rewards for the shooter rising and rising, it may be an arrest shortly. Conclude this episode. If you haven't already, check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.